Hey, I'm Suzy, and welcome to 30 Minutes of Dance. Today's class is a cross-training workout for dancers where we'll focus on relief for your shoulders and upper back. So, clear your space, have water nearby. I'll be barefoot today. You're welcome to join me, or wear whatever is comfortable and supportive as far as athletic shoes, even socks. We're not going to be moving a lot in the standing and across the floor, a sort of locomotion phase, but more so with a block, a strap, and a yoga mat. If you prefer, you could work on the rug as well. So let's begin. If you also have a chair nearby, or you might set yourself up near a wall, I'll be showing a few exercises you can do that help to access a little more opening through the upper back and shoulders with the wall. And so let's begin with an easy shoulder shrug and roll side to side. Let's get the body moving, the breath flowing. A few deep cleansing breaths. When the chest is tight, or the shoulders feel like you don't have quite as much mobility, maybe even your neck is sore or your jaw, it tends to cut down the ability to take some deep breaths or to access the fullness of your breath. So let's really focus on breathing in, reach the arms out, and linking the breath and the movement today. So easy plie, nice and parallel, and release. Yeah, just expanding the breath, filling up from low and deep, from the belly to the ribs to the chest, and feeling that moment of overflow and expansion at the top of the breath. Inhale, and exhale. Almost feels like you're expanding out for a little hug. And now let's reach forward and pull the energy in. Palms up. Reach forward, straighten the legs, and pull. And out, and in, and out. Good. Now bring my hands together, like yay, give yourself a round of applause. And then as you bend your knees, open into cactus arms or goalpost. Inhale and exhale. Start to feel, right, breathing, the muscles of the breath are working, but see if you can feel the muscles in your upper back and shoulders as you're rowing the shoulders together, wrapping the shoulder blades around the back of the heart here. Good. Now we're going to reach up to the sky and then pull down. Up and down. In and out. Again, adding a little bit of extra muscular work there as you're shrugging the shoulders down and plugging the elbows in. Good. One more. Nice and easy. Now you're going to reach across and come to the ball of one foot, and then reach across right to the ball of the other foot. This feels sort of jazzy here as you're going side to side, like tandu. A little more parallel. Pulling in, hands on the hip there as you alternate. I feel like you're cinching the waist and bringing the energy in. Good. Last few. Excellent. Just feeling that weight shift. Now let's reach up on the left diagonal. You're gonna hit a little wave there, and then tap back and thumbs up. Yeah, so you're gonna shift forward, right arm reaches, little wave, and thumbs up as you reach back. Inhale, tandu, exhale. Good. Last two here. And one. And then transition to the other side. If your arm's not going up as high as mine, it's all good. Yeah, just feel the weight shift. Feel the lungs moving, right? So your arm may not be going as high, but sense that your rib cage is moving. Your lungs are moving. Yeah, and give yourself a thumbs up, no matter your range of motion. Last one. There you go. Come back to the middle. Let's turn it out. Let's have a ballet moment. Second position. And then inhale, so same idea. We're gonna open up and then bring the hands together and then elbows bend. Then reach up, elbows bend, bring the palms together. Open it wide. Bring the palms together. Elbows bent. Together, reach up. And then let's just go side to side. Again, feeling the lungs, the rib cage move, side to side. Knees are tracking over the toes. And then reach across. Oh, and you can keep the hand there at the hips. Remember, so sweeping across. Sweeping across. Good, last two. And one. Come back to the center, heel toe your feet together. A little tap in front, in place. Like we're walking, just feel that little drop swing. Yeah, take yourself for a walk. In place, maybe move around your room if you like. Yeah. Go to the forest if you're here with me. But just feeling that there's this opposition and this swing, this freedom to the rib cage, arms. And you can tap out in front. We can make it a little more active in the core. And there's a gentle march with pointed toes. Yeah, up to you. What feels better? If you're going to turn it up a little, or keep it lower. Even have your chair nearby for support. Okay. All right, so you're breathing now. I hope you're feeling like a nice deep breath. Now, as the arms are going to circle up and over. And again, you're tapping out in front. There's some coordination with this one, I know. And if you need to keep it smaller, keep the arms bent. You're just stirring the energy. Up to you. Again, up and over if you like. With the knees out in front. Now, switch direction. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can do it. Here we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Did your head explode? Up and around. Up and over. Maybe out in front. Drop swing. My rhythm's off. But I hope you're finding your way. Oh my goodness. Shake it off. Tap across now. And then press down. And pull up. So shoulders are moving. Up and down. Pushing and pulling. Last few. Come back to the center. Inhale. Reach just your right arm out. Let your hips go. Now, from here, so this is going to have a little more of like a jazz isolation sort of feel to it. Again, just opening up the lungs, opening up the rib cage, the chest, releasing the arms, the shoulders. So, shift your weight so that your left foot's slightly in front and your right foot's back. So you just have that little bit more like spread out energy on the diagonal, yeah? And as you're shifting the weight, we'll allow the right rib cage and shoulder to come forward. Right rib cage and shoulder. And then flex through the opposite foot. So it has like a little sweep and flex back. Sweep and flex back. Now, you can stay with this. Nice and easy. Yeah? Or bring the fingertips to the shoulder. Just to the shoulder. And if this is too much for the wrist, take the fingertips to the opposite shoulder and swing back. Yeah? Right here. Maybe you try both. So you have outer shoulder, same shoulder, and then over your shoulder. Oh my goodness, there it is. All right, so across to your shoulder, and then up and over the shoulder, any amount. So you find that little bit of a swing through and tap. Now, let's try the tap coming to your left shoulder. It might be your head, anywhere in between, yes, and back. So cross and shoulder, and then tap back. Cross, shoulder, tap back. Little pat on the back there. The last one, up and over. Relax, stand for a moment, let your hips go. Notice the difference in sides, right? So these isolations you might do in a jazz class, you know, kind of putting these different rhythms on top, one arm does something different than the other, really help your brain to get going, but also help to get your lungs moving and build some freedom. You might feel now that like one arm is a little longer than the other. And again, we're helping to release and bring some relief to the neck and the shoulders as well. So now, let's try this slight brain teaser on the other side. So your right leg's in front, left leg's back, and there's a weight shift and a little flexion. And at first, you're just finding that sweep and draw back, sweep, and the whole body is just kind of feeling lighter, easy weight shift, and back. Now, as you're playing with this, maybe you tap across, or you tap the same shoulder. Yeah, so just try that. And it's pretty effortless, yeah? You're letting the weight shift do the work for you. Cross, or to yourself. And then you can add across, to yourself, cross, to yourself, and then over your head, like we're gonna put it all behind us, yes? Cross, little rock underneath the pelvis, and then put it all behind you. And again, cross, shoulder, up and over, cross, and nothing's forced, you're just letting the weight shift. If it's interesting, you wanna try one more variation, go to the opposite shoulder. Yes, cross, and over. Here we go, try to tap the right side. Cross, same, it's enough to just put it behind you. Or cross, shoulder, up and behind, tap yourself on the back. Again, here we go. One more, your choice. Swinging it out, swinging through, swing side to side. Okay, last little bit here. So come to parallel, and we swing and sweep across the chest. And you can take the gaze with it. You could even take the arm behind some. If that feels like something, you could even pick a knee up. Oh, test your balance. Side to side. Nice work. Here we go. Back to the middle. And plie parallel shoulder roll. Let's take ourselves to either your chair. I'm going to use the wall, because I have a few, yes. And to start, and this can be different for each of us, you might take your hands to the back of the chair and then just walk yourself back towards a 90-degree angle. So I'm angling just so you can see that we're moving from the hips, feet are directly underneath the shoulders, and you're bending the knees to traction the pelvis back, to pull your hips back. So we're not rounding through the spine, we're feeling a long line. So as you come into this, you may even find that it feels better to do one arm at a time, and then you could circle the opposite arm. So head's on your spine, you're tractioning, it's a squat, but it doesn't feel dramatic, yes? And then let that arm just circle. Heavy, dangle. Your ears are in line with the opposite arm. Take a deep breath in, and then come back up. You might even lean into the wall. Little push up even here if you want. Yeah, you can walk into it, little push away, and then we'll try the other side. So tractioning back, hips width, crease back, traction. Now the opposite arm is going to dangle, and your head is in line with the arm at the wall or on your chair. And then you dangle, let the opposite arm just hang, creating this very mellow, effortless circle. Take a deep breath in, draw the navel towards your spine. And then exhale, bend your knees a little more, press up, both hands to the wall. Take a little push into the wall and off. So that just kind of feels nice to get that traction, and you don't have a lot of weight in the hands. So use your chair again, Or you can come to the wall. So if you're using the chair, the hand's going to be a little lower. Yeah, we'll take the right arm first. If you have a wall nearby, I bet you do, then unless you live outside somewhere, but if you might be able to go to a wall where you're not going to knock anything off, and then you could take your hand to that like 45-degree angle we were working with, yes? And it's just a gentle static stretch here. So if you need, your hand could be low and on your chair, if that feels better. Or take the palm to 45-degree angle, and then walk yourself away from the wall a smidge. Just enough to feel, oh, that's interesting. I feel a little sensation. If it's sharp, back off a little bit. Again, the feet don't have to be in the same line. We did all of this kind of push-pull, one foot in front of the other, just to get a feel of, comfort and safety in this alignment. And then you can walk in and out of it until you feel a space where, oh, I feel balanced. I can take a few deep breaths. Nothing's sharp or forced. There's no loss of feeling or sensation. Yeah, sometimes you get into something like this, and if you stay in and you start to feel pins and needles, then come out of it, shake it off, do that same little circle we just did, until you feel like, oh, okay, I've got energy moving, I'm not pinning or restricting any of the movement, any of the breath. Take a deep breath in, and then step yourself back together. Release, take a little shoulder sway side to side, shake it off, and then let's try the other side. So just a few breaths. Again, if you're using your chair, take the hand to the back of the chair and just turn away. So you feel this stretch from maybe even from your jaw, through the neck, the shoulder, the pec, your chest, your rib cage. So if you're doing the left hand now, figure 4, with the upper body in a way. So you can come to that 90-degree angle, and then the left leg comes in front. And again, I have these panels in the window that I'm using, but you could be right on your wall. It doesn't have to be flush up against the wall, right? You could even be in a windowsill in the same way, or a doorway, and you're just leaning into it enough. Left leg's in front. And you just take it all in stride here. Maybe there's that shift forward and back. Again, you don't want to feel any tension across the neck or like into the jaw or the temple. So keep it lower as you need. And then take a few breaths when you feel like you're in a sweet spot, and see if you can stay connected square through your hips, connected here. Take a deep breath in. And then slowly put your feet back towards neutral. Release it off. Shake it out. Grab some water if you need. I need a little water. And then we'll go to the floor. So I'm going to use a block to give me a little more space to go down to the floor. If you need more support, use your chair. There we go. We got to stay hydrated. Yes. So the strap I'm going to have nearby as well. You can also use a hand towel today, if that's better, if that's handier. And then come to the top of your mat with your chair to use as support. So that same kind of pull away from the wall. Oh, look, it's a spot. Yeah, we've done that a few times. You're going to take that same energy and then use your chair or use your block and then squat back, hinging at the hips. Use it to step back into a lunge, and then let's take it down to hands and knees. Now the block is going to be going to build a little bit of support, but also help to access a deeper stretch through the upper back. So the first exercise in this variation, is puppy dog pose. You could do it with just your hands on the floor. We start at all fours and then walk slightly forward, keeping the hips directly over the knees. But if when you come into this, it feels like it's bringing more stress to the shoulders than releasing, put the block underneath your forehead, and it could be pretty high even. Forearms down, head supported. You could go a little lower. Yeah. And then there's an option to lift the elbows or lower the elbows. And then where do you need the block to be in order to support the weight of your head? Right, so that you may have to try a few variations on the theme. Arms straight, elbows lifted. Elbows in a little closer. And if it feels like too much, come to child's pose and maybe even stack your hands under your head. Right, so each step of the path is going to get you there. Take your time. I also like to do this with one arm forward and one arm bent. So perhaps you're in puppy dog. I'm going to turn just so you can see. Take one arm, let's take the right arm under, and it's a figure 4, but on the floor. Take a few deep breaths here. And let your head go. And then inhale, come forward. You take a little cat-cow here. Drawing the tailbone up, hollowing out. And then figure 4 on the second side. So again, one arm's going to be straight, left arm's going to come underneath. And then you can settle into more of a child's pose if it feels better on your knees. Or walk it slightly forward. Resting your head even on the forearm. Right, so we're opening up the lungs in these postures. Take one more breath. Try it on, yeah, and then come on out of it. And then come to sit. So we're gonna sit, I'm gonna angle toward you. I'm gonna sit up on the block. And if this doesn't feel comfortable, you can always sit with your legs straight out in front. So you come onto the block. It helps to lift you out of the knees some. And then we'll use the strap. So I'm gonna open my, excuse me, all the way up. So I can hold onto the buckle. And then, I'm getting my lungs moving for sure today. Okay, good, we're breathing. So the strap is gonna come behind, yeah? And I'm just holding onto the buckle so it doesn't make some noise. And then I'm gonna turn and use the strap. Try to keep the strap rather taut. Kind of pull the strap in opposite directions. Just turn and look over the right shoulder. But feel like you're pushing down through the strap. Ooh, and other side. Stay with it, I'm gonna grab my water. Ooh. A little dry in here today, gang. Okay, I'm good. Oh, so good for you. Okay, so come out of the turn and then come back to center. And then let's try it again. With the strap, pushing down, rotate. If it feels better to you to go without the strap, you can always use your left hand across. And then other side. And then come back to the center. Set the strap off to the side. Have another sip of water if you need. And then, woo. Oh, so much better. Come onto your side and we'll lie back for a moment. So, a lot of this work, opening up the chest and the lungs. Now we can do on the back as well.
So lie down, just let your feet find the floor, knees are bent. Set the block between the inner thighs. So this is just going to help us to navigate a little more awareness in the lower body, kind of zipping up through the core. And then bring the arms in close. So you're going to drive the elbows down into the floor. Puff your chest up. Take a deep breath in and keep trying to activate the shoulders. Try to wrap the shoulder blades around the back of the heart. Squeeze the block. And then relax. Now you can keep the arms here. We do the same thing. It's not really bridge. We're just getting a feel for like rowing the shoulders down the back and using the floor for feedback. If you like, you can take the arms to goalpost position or out to the side. Keep the knees squeezing the block and just drop the knees side to side a little bit, but don't lose the block. Turn your head side to side. In opposition, again, you're not going too far to one side or the other. Now, if all of this feels good, take the hands behind your head. And then gently curl up. Take the block from between the inner thighs. Set it off to the side for a moment. Again, you can interlace the hands behind your head. And let the knees go. Now it'll feel like, oh wow, I got so much more range. Going side to side. Again, if this is feeling good, come back to center. Cross your right ankle over the left thigh, and then drop this to the right. Stay for a few breaths, and turn your head to the left. You may notice, okay, there's a little more range if I back off, or if I take the leg a little further. Just kind of play with, does it feel good to have your hands behind your head, or to open it up? To look toward the hand or away. Just giving your body permission to make a choice, to find what feels good, and to go in that direction and breathe. Then exhale, your core pulls you back to center. Release the arms, just lie back for a moment. Notice the difference in size. So we're working with the legs, right, and this twist, but it's actually helping to access more opening, more availability in the thoracic spine and the rib cage, the chest, the shoulders. And to give some relief to the shoulders and the jaw, even. So let's take the left ankle over the right thigh. Drop the shape of the legs to the left. And you could, again, interlace the hands under your head. Or keep the arm out to the side. Perhaps as you drop the knees to the left, you take your gaze to the right. Try it on. Notice, okay, if I adjust my head, if I adjust the shape a little further or back off some, does that give me more of an ability to access a deeper breath, or freedom in the shoulder and the jaw? So turn your gaze to one side or the other. How does that feel in your shoulder blades, in your low back, turning the head? How is it all connected? And then exhale brings you back to center. Release the legs. Take a moment, release the arms to the side, just notice. Now slowly roll to your side. and then press yourself back up. Take your time. On your way back up, let's come to all fours. Use your chair, or I'll be using the block to help. And then take your stride forward, push off, stand tall. Kind of climb up the legs. As you come to stand tall, take a moment to notice as you plant your feet, as you bend your knees and roll the shoulders. If you feel any difference in the chest, the upper back, the shoulders, almost like you've got space for earrings, from your ears to your shoulders. It feels more clarity, more space. Roll the shoulders, reach out. Give yourself a big hug. Reach out, opposite arm. Thank yourself for showing up today. Thank you for joining me, for breathing together and moving in a way that gives you some relief. I'm Suzy. I look forward to moving with you again soon. Have a beautiful day.